Hello and welcome back. Happy New Year. Hope it is off to a great start. I'm definitely not one of those people who come up with a word or some big elaborate plan. I am just going to keep focus on Jesus, focus on His plan for our life, and keep moving forward in that direction, because it's what I should be doing every day. So just because the year on the calendar flipped does not mean that there was just some super thing that happened. We are given each and every day, and each and every day is a gift, and I am just going to continue to do the best I can in each and every day. So that being said, I am cooking right now. My family is eating venison, mashed potatoes, and a salad. I'll show you what this looks like. So I already started the batch dry. I pan seared it in some butter. I sprinkled some of this farm dust on it. Like, listen guys, if you're not using farm dust, what are you even doing? That stuff's fantastic. And I put some Worcestershire sauce on it as well. That is Wild Game's best friend. And I pan seared it for a few minutes on each side, and then I put it in the oven. It said to cook it at 10 minutes, but my little family likes their meat a little bit more on the done side than it was, so I put it back in the oven. There you have it. I will slice that up for them, and it'll be so good. I also have a pot of elderberry syrup that I just made. It's just some elderberries from our property, some rose hips, ginger and clove, as well as some local honey. Our cousins are pretty sick, so I'm gonna bring them that tonight. Hope that helps. Along with the venison, I'm going to do mashed potatoes. We actually had these the other night, so I'm just gonna reheat them. I'm really kind of frustrated. Not in a bad way. We had that big hard freeze, and there was no saving anything, and so all of my kale is gone. All of my lettuce starts and stuff that I had in the greenhouse is all gone. So I had to buy lettuce for the first time, and my middle son was like, "What? We haven't bought lettuce in like 10 years." He's not even been around 10 years, but that just goes to show he does not remember a time without lettuce. What, honey?
Is it 9 p.m.?
No. Yeah. So that just goes to show that he does not remember a time without lettuce in the garden. So it's a little disheartening to buy things like cucumbers and lettuce and celery, and I know they're not necessarily in season right now, but I gotta eat. It just makes me long and want the garden even more, especially with these warmer temperatures. It's been pretty warm here in North Georgia. We had that weekend. It's like winter came in a whole weekend and kind of got it out of the way, and is what it feels like. But it's been like the 50s and as high as 60, and it just makes me want to plant so bad. I think I'm gonna go ahead and break some rules and start some seeds, at least some greens or broccoli, and I might just kind of get that stuff going a little earlier than normal, because I've tried timing it out a little later and it just doesn't seem to do well, and I was like barely able to grow that stuff successfully this year, and I thought if I had started it a little bit sooner, I probably would have done a lot better. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna start like brassicas and some lettuce, even if I have to tuck it away in the greenhouse, that's okay. It's all good. And if I've got to bring them into the living room, that's not a bad thing either. All right. We've been expanding our pastures, clearing out the front of the house, clearing out back behind the house so we have more room for animals. We also have some other exciting stuff going on. I'm going to show you some footage of what we've been up to and sort of some progress shots so you can see what our little homestead is looking like. especially with the new additions of our family. You've seen Chris and Amanda and their little boy on some of our vlogs. They are here to stay, and we are super excited about that. I get a little choked up when I think about it because that's the goodness of God. Those are those ups that you live for and that you hold on to, and we are so excited to see where life is going to take us and where this little farm of ours is going to go and how it's going to grow. We already have so many exciting plans that we're working towards with our cows, and preparing next year's garden just is exciting. That's just so exciting to me. So here's some progress shots and like maybe a little sneak peek of what we've been up to. So this is our little pasture area. It's where we keep our pigs and our chickens, and this whole area was completely wooded. It looked like this over here. This is the side of our yard. So Aaron and Chris have been working really hard at clearing this out so that it can be graded and turned into a pasture with grass. Currently the fence is down and the pigs have been in the barn, so they're not super happy about that, but they'll be at it in no time. These guys are loving it because they get to be free. They've been all over the place. No losses, so that's all awesome. Thank you, Jesus. Is to eventually extend this fence out and go up more towards the wood line. But we have had this trackhoe here for a month and we have used it like crazy. So Aaron is just doing the finishing touches, digging some of the stumps that aren't going to have enough time to burn, and getting it graded off and smoothed out so that way it can all be seeded and it'll all be nice and flat. We took out the trees that were here in the front yard, so now this will just be one open space. We've got a friend coming to get all of that, and so yeah, it's been pretty exciting. Fun to see progress. It's fun to see things start moving forward and start moving towards and living out the vision you have in mind or something. Y'all, I just turned the camera off when I ended that just now, and got a phone call from my husband that my 10-year-old just shot a 9-point buck. So we're gonna go check it out. We're super excited. I've talked about hunting here on the channel before, and I try to be sensitive towards people that might be watching this that don't live that lifestyle or don't practice that, but it's a huge part of our food source. I'm literally cooking it for dinner right now, and this is exciting. This is provision. This is living off of the land and teaching our children to live off of the land and teaching our children to steward all things well. So with that, I'm going to end this video. May the Lord bless and keep you until next time.